Denver's sustained campaign to break up homeless camps has been controversial. It's been challenged in court, and now it is partially headed into the hands of civilians, a new street enforcement team. Our Mark Salinger heard the city's reasoning and critics' concerns.
The city of Denver is hiring. They're looking for 6 people for a new street enforcement team. Depending on who you ask, it's either a step towards solving homelessness or a step towards making it far worse.
I hope we see that our residents can see and our business owners can see a positive effect from this.
This is not a solution. This is a way of increasing mass homelessness in our city.
Armando Saldate III is the Assistant Deputy Director for the Denver Department of Public Safety. Ana Cornelius is with the advocacy group Denver Homeless Out Loud.
It is a disaster waiting to happen.
There is a lot of frustration of the lack of enforcement of the urban camping ordinance.
The new pilot program gives a small group of civilians the power to issue citations to people disobeying a handful of city ordinances, first reported by the Denver Voice. Think of camping on city streets, smoking weed in public, trespassing, or being in a park after curfew. The team would be unarmed and not dressed as police officers, just wearing a shirt with the city logo. Saldate admits this is a step towards enforcing laws that are often broken by those experiencing homelessness.
There's a big outcry from our community to do something else, right? And we know that outreach isn't enough. We're out there all the time and we can't reach every encampment there is.
It feels like a way to basically kind of deputize civilians to enforce the urban camping ban and other, policies around homelessness and public safety.
Vinny Cervantes is with the homeless advocacy group Denver Alliance for Street Health Response. The group helped support the creation of the STAR program over the past years, a van that responds to nonviolent 911 calls with a paramedic and mental health professional. He says this new program would punish homelessness rather than offering help like STAR.
Without a cop enforcing these kind of policies, that people are going to question where it's coming from and what authority they have. And I think it will lead directly to escalation. I think there's a lot of people that would say, why are you giving me a ticket?
Both the city and advocacy groups agree that finding permanent housing options is the ultimate solution for homelessness. While the city says the problem has gotten to a point where enforcement is needed, advocacy groups say giving people fines could lead up to problems starting to pile up, Kyle, things like court dates, more fines, even warrants, which ultimately they say leads it to being even harder to find permanent housing solutions.
You start off by saying the city's hiring. Hiring whom?
Yeah, so all you need at this point is a GED, at least that's what it says on there, and they say that they would like you to have some experience talking to people, things like that, but you don't need any mental health experience, any crisis intervention experience. They say that they'll train for that in the first weeks before they start sending out the crews out onto the streets.
You hear the advocates talk about how one of their concerns about policing in the city, not just related to issues around homelessness, but in general, is the idea of, is a police officer the best responder in every situation? So I might think that advocates might prefer a softer approach from a civilian versus a law enforcement officer, but you didn't get that impression.
So both of the advocacy groups that I talked to today, they're in favor of the STAR program type of thing that's going on right now. But what they also see is that with a police officer, if you have a problem, you can go to the police department and there's a chain of command where that goes through. With a civilian, they worry that that's not going to be able to happen.
Full disclosure, STAR program, Next Viewer supported through the Word of Thanks program, sends mental health responders to some crisis calls. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.